fucking scar!
Incoming. Heavily armored hostile detected.
Hey agents, thanks for tuning into this video. This is video number 3 of TU12. I normally don't make 3 of them, but I thought, okay, let's do this. If you look at my gallery of builds, the one type of build video I've never actually uploaded is builds using the Memento backpack. The reason for that is because the Memento backpack, you need to be up close and personal with the NPCs to kill them and collect the trophy. So to activate the kill confirmed talent, which you get on the backpack, like I said, of the Memento, it gives you skill damage, it gives you a bit of weapon damage, it gives you some bonus armor. Most of the time you see the Memento backpack being paired with Intimidate, just like Adrenaline Rush before Bloodsucker. Because the bonus armor activates your Intimidate, and your Intimidate only works on enemies when you have a bonus armor in a 10-meter range, so it's actually quite perfect. It works out well, so the combination works well. So I tried quite a few of those builds that I thought would actually work. I tried quite a few of them. I deleted quite a couple, but I'm just going to show you some of them. This is not one of them. That's the Rigger build, which I changed to a spark instead of kinetic momentum. But let me just go through the first one and go through some of my choices here. Like I said, these builds I'm just giving bold ideas, it's concepts really, because as soon as I upload a build, I mean in the next day or so it will change completely. So it's just all ideas, nothing is set in stone. So like I said, all of these builds using Intimidate and Memento I'm putting up. This one is not using the Capacitor, because in my opinion the Capacitor, you need at least skill tier 3 to be able to make full use of it, to get the most damage out of it. So I'm the first one I tried was a 3-piece Golem with a 1 Badger, 1 Seska. There's a 612 shotgun and the SOCOM M16. So the problem with this one being at 1.7 million armor and having a shield at tier 6 was the shield health here is 4.7 million. Although I'm using the Artificer, the problem here was that the shield was not staying up long enough to be able for the Artificer to be able to yield it properly. I was using the Badger Tough for the shotgun damage, because I was trying out the shotgun. So on all of these, I tried on all the pieces to get crit chance and crit damage. On all the builds I'm going to show you, I was going for crit chance and crit damage. So let me go through the Seska here as well. 1-piece Seska gives you crit chance of 10%. There I go Wind again for crit chance and crit damage. On my first Golem piece here, again crit chance and crit damage. It always rolls with the armor roll, so that's how I got to 1.7 there as well. 170,000. Again I went for crit chance and crit damage. There's my talent Intimidate. Over here my third piece of Golan, which fills out my 5% total armor. I didn't have to use Golem, you could use Gila or whatever, you could use 3-piece Gila as well. It comes to the same thing basically. So there I went for crit damage and crit chance again. There's an armor regen. So the problem with this was the damage was not enough as well. The shield wasn't strong enough, and the damage on the guns was lacking. Even though using Optimus, damage to targets out of cover, the 612 as well, damage to target out of cover. Let me just go through the stats here. There you can see the crit chance and crit damage on the SOCOM is 58.9 and 128.1. If I go through the 612, it's 53.9 and 128 crit damage as well. So the damage on here was a bit lacking, the base damage. And the shield wasn't strong enough, and it's at skill tier 2, so the artificer's healing was only, skill repair was only 32.1%. The skill repair, that's the thing that heals the shield as it goes along, as it takes damage. So that was the one I tried, so I'll probably be deleting that build. The next one I tried using a 3-piece foundry, 1 Gila. This one here is the Forge, and your Technician as well for the Artificer. So I tried using the Forge because the shield health, 50% shield health adds about 1 million or 1.2 million health to the shield. So you can see this one is sitting at 6 million. The previous build at 4.7 because I wasn't using the shield health that I got from the Forge, and the 3-piece of the Bulwark also gives you 50% shield health. So that's what takes my shield from 4.7, a normal tier 6 from Crusader, from 4.7 to 6, just over 6 million. So this one was a bit better. But on here the problem was the damage as well. Like I said, if you're using a 3 skill tier, you can go with a capacitor by all means, because then the damage is enough when you get to the capacitance talent. Because with each skill tier you have, you get 7.5% weapon damage. I'm not talking about the skill damage here, it's not the skill build. So I'm only concerned about the weapon damage here as well. So on the Foundry, you also want crit damage, crit chance. I'm not going to roll crit damage on here because I use this Foundry piece in my Operation Iron Wars tank build, the same here as well. I don't have another glove that I can roll that on, so you will want crit chance and crit damage, either one depending on what you have on your chest. There's my Gila chest for 5% total armor. I was going for armor here, I thought that would help me, but like I said, the damage here is a bit lacking. I showed you the Forge already with crit chance. If you look at the crit chance and crit damage there, the 49.5 and 75% on the capacitor. On the classic M1A, it's 44% and 60 crit damage. The classic M1A with boomerang here. So the problem with this was damage. I would survive a bit longer, but damage here was the problem. The shield survived long enough for the Artificer to heal it, but the problem was damage. I couldn't kill the NPCs fast enough to pick up the trophy, get the damage buff, the armor buff to activate, intimidate, move on. As the flow, you can see in the gameplay, that's the flow of this build. So I'll probably delete that one as well. Let me just move on. I'm gonna go through this one as well. So this one uses a 3-piece golem, capacitor as well, 3 skill tier. This one uses the firewall, because I tried using the striker shield, because the thing with the striker shield is you get 12% damage buff per enemy in front of the shield, and you can have you can use max out mods on the shield as well. There's your shield health, you can use the maximum ones. There's my 5% damage to bonus per enemy in front of my shield, and the active regen, you can have all of them maxed out. So you see the shield here is 5.9 million. Because here I'm using the Forge, the same Forge with the crit chance on here. And I tried the other thing, what I tried was using the Alps Summit, the Motherly Love, which you can craft. There's skill health on there 10%, and I put crit damage on there. The same principle here on the 3-piece golem is for the crit chance and crit damage as far as possible. You can see there what I have. I'm not going through it line by line. Crit chance, crit damage. Here intimidate as well. Crit chance, crit damage everywhere. Let me just go through this one. The problem with this one was also the same thing. I didn't have an Artificer here, so my shield was breaking and taking a very long time to heal. My shield was not being healed. The decoy was okay, but once the decoy breaks, you have a problem, right? So it wasn't. This is not the best one either. Even though stats wise, it's 49.5% crit chance capacitor and 122 crit damage. and 49.5 on the same classic M1A, and 107.9 crit damage. The problem here was, like I said, I didn't have anything to heal the shield with. The shield would snap and then I'm stranded, basically. To pick up, like I said again, pick up the trophy they dropped to move on. So this one I'll probably scrap as well. 1.5 million armor, that one I'll scrap. We're almost through all of it. Then what I tried, okay, this is also a modified version of my tank build, which I use the Liberty on. So, but the problem with this, you can think for yourself here what the problem was. 1.7 armor, or you can make it 2 million armor if you want. I'm using the Forge here as well with crit chance. Once again, I'm not actually going to roll all the crit chance that I want on these pieces, because I use these pieces on another build, like I said. So you actually want crit chance, crit damage as well. There's my Intimidate as well on the Gila for 5% total armor, which was actually a bit useless to think of it. There you go as well. There's crit chance I put on the mod, and there's crit chance I have on the mod slot there as well. So over here, this is actually the Bulwark shield, which we can only use a sidearm with. So that one is 16 million. So this shield lasts a lot longer, and the skill repair is 42.8%, which is not bad at all. You can survive a lot longer with this, but the problem was the damage on this, because the magazine of the Liberty, you can't make it more. It's like 8, and the RPN is also low. So you can get crits here about 1.2, I think 1.2 or 1.3 million. It is possible. The same with the classic M1A with the boomerang. You can get crits that are very high, but not as high as an all red build, but high enough for basically, this is basically almost an all blue build, if you put it that way. So the problem with this was that the damage was a problem. Your survivability of the shield is very high, but the damage is an issue. If you look at the crit stats here, it's 54.5, and there's your 45% on the SOCOM. On the classic M1A, that's if your shield snaps and you need to use the M1A. There's 49.5 and 60 crit damage, 44.5 and 45 on the Liberty, which is not that much in any case either. So the damage here is a problem, even the survivability is higher. So you could actually use DNH pieces here, for example. If you want to make a handgun one, you can use the claws out. You can use the same Forge as well, or you can use the claws out, which gives you melee damage. It would actually be better to use Douglas and Harding DNH to get your pistol damage up. So this is not actually the right pieces to use for a Memento build with a Liberty. But I tried it, didn't work, damage not enough. So DNH, so like I said, that will also be scrapped. And now we come to the one which I actually prefer. I prefer running it this way. You can see the most of the gameplay I'm posting is using this one here. I try to incorporate a little bit of gameplay of each of these variants, but this is the one that I think I'll be sticking with. I'll deconstruct all the other ones. I'm not going to use any of the other ones. I might as well just scrap them. I'm not going to use them. It's all just basically concepts, guys. So this is the one that I'm going to use. So this one is using 3-piece Providence. Everyone here that watches this video that clicks on it should know what 3-piece Providence does. It's crit chance and crit damage, and your headshot damage for the first piece, and the RK here as well. So with the shield health here, and why I'm again here using the Motherly Love for that skill health, was to get the Crusader shield there to 5.1 million. And I've tested that with a skill tier 4 Artificer with the skill repair at 63.5%. It heals the shield fast enough for me to be able to run around from target to target, killing them, as you can see in the gameplay. So here again, I went for crit chance and crit damage everywhere, especially on the Providence. I could actually get a little bit more 0.9 crit damage in there. I still need to do that. I just first wanted to test how it works. I didn't have a lot of faith in this build when I made it, when I put it together, but they have Intimidate. So the damage could be a lot better with the right rolls if you have your crit damage and crit chance rolls. So this is a spare chest I had with Providence because I was trying to test it out before I actually go and use another chest piece, which has actually better stats than that. So there's my third piece Providence, again crit chance, crit damage everywhere including the mod slots. You just fill it in as much as you can, and because I'm using a 4 skill tier, the capacitor for me here is a must, because like I said, for each skill tier you gain 7.5% skill weapon damage. So the weapon damage on this build is enough for me. You can see the base damage, the same M1A boomerang. Again, the maximum that you get from with the technician, which you get the artificer on. The motherly love, like I've said, crit damage. So this is actually my preferred build. So that's 52.1%. Anything above 50, I consider that to be enough. Unless you're running something like Obliterate, then you need your 60% to make the most of it. But 52.1% and 148 crit damage, 148.8. And there as well, 52.1 and 133.8. So this one is actually this one is my preferred one that I'm going to use. I can refine it a little bit more by maxing out that 12% crit damage. I can roll 12% on here. That is fine. On this one, I don't actually want to re-roll this backpack. I could get it to 15% if I'm lucky on the weapon damage and the armor as well, to fill it out. So that's something I could do. I could find another Providence one with a better, instead of armor region, it can be crit chance. I can add more crit damage to it. So the potential here, that's basically the plan here, guys. Is what I recommend is 3-piece Providence, your motherly love, and your forge to get your shield up to at least 5 million, and then your skill tier 4, and then that creates a tier 5 shield. It can be actually, I think, 6 million if I have it skill tier 6. But as soon as I put another piece in here to make, if I take one of these reds away and put a blue in here to make this tier 6, then the damage just goes, then it's not the same. So I'm running around with a tier 5 shield. It could be 6, but I think this is the best way for me to run it. I'm just like I said, I'm just bouncing ideas around, guys. So you can put another blue piece in here to make it a tier 6. But from what I've played now, but with this build, the 5 million with the artificer being at tier 4 is enough to refresh it before it snaps, because you obviously have to look how you play it. You have to dodge in and out of cover, etc., and look where the enemies hit you from, because if they flank you, you will be dead very fast. But depending on how you play, this might be a build for you. Try it out. I think that's the best example I could think of how to use the Memento backpack, because like I said, you have to be up close, or medium range, so you can take your shield out, kill them, run closer, kill, that kind of thing. So let me know what you think, and I'll catch you all in the next one.